Before new laws are created, the current ones should be enforced, such as checking on and prosecuting people who lie and try, which is lying on the federal forms to get a gun.
When someone gets denied on a background check, a lot of times it means they have a checkered past. But is anyone following up on these denials?
For the standard denials, we rarely contact the FFL, which is the Federal Firearms Licensee, because we already have the paperwork from them. And again, such a small number of those are referred for prosecution. At ATF, we work within the laws that we're provided.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
I want to take a quick second to thank our sponsor for today's video, Vulcan Arms. I don't know about y'all, but when you go to the range and maybe it's a rainy day, maybe it's muddy, I get a little bit worried about my guns because most bags are made of cloth. You don't have to worry about it with Vulcan's Weatherlock bags. This is their rifle bag. It has an IP rating of IPX6. That means that these bags can resist dirt, mud, and dust to make sure you're protecting your investment. They're also waterproof. Now, this rifle bag holds 2 rifles. I've got one in there right now, plenty of room for storage on this thing, and the cool part about it is you can also get accessories for the bag. This would go on the front, put your mags in there. And then they have their pistol bag. You can carry up to 2 pistols in here and up to 10 mags. I can honestly say that these firearm bags put any other bag to shame. So there's gonna be a link below the video. They're having a huge sale right now. Go pick you up a few. Why do you own a gun? Do we really need a reason? No, but seriously, it's kind of like owning some sticky notes. There's a reason why people own everything that they have. Some things are just materialistic. Other things are what we call essentials. To me, a gun is essential. Because when it comes to someone else doing you harm or your family harm, you need something to match force. If someone escalates force on you, you need to be able to do the same. I personally own a gun because of situations like this. Yeah, some guy in a coffee drive-thru tries to zip tie and kidnap a woman. A barista. Stuff happens all the time. And we've got the ATF and the FBI up our asses trying to make it impossible for us to own a gun and to be a lawful gun owner, is what they call it. Look, I'll tell you this, until you get crime under control, the discussion on you trying to disarm America is just stupid. By you guys not controlling the crime out there, you're making more and more people buy guns. You understand how that works, right? No, you don't? Well, y'all at the ATF and FBI are pretty stupid, so I didn't expect you to understand it. Anyways, the ATF and the FBI has been tracking us. Oh, shocker! But now we're starting to get more and more information as far as how they're doing it and why they're doing it. Hundreds of pages of documents produced to gun owners of America from a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit shows ATF telling the FBI to daily monitor specific people through the federal background system when they lawfully purchase guns. I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything about a warrant in there. You know, like, hey, we got a warrant for this guy. He did something wrong. He broke a law, not one of our rules, an actual law. And we need his information if he goes to, like, buy a gun. No warrant. So the question that I have is, what is the point of a background check if you guys are monitoring everything, right? I mean, it kind of destroys the purpose. The NICS system is supposed to stop people who you deem unfit to own a gun. I don't believe in that. I believe it's every human's right to be able to defend themselves with whatever they choose. And if for some reason that person is a bad person or at a bad time in their life, I also believe that you should be better than most criminals out there with a gun. But the NICS system is supposed to stop people who are felons, who have stalking issues, all that stuff. So what are you doing?
They teach you how to suck a dick in ATF school?
You just calling up gun shops? Hey, Bill. Yeah. I would like to know who comes into your shop today, why they came into your shop, and why they're trying to buy a firearm. It's really odd that a civilian would want to own a firearm. That's super weird. So just give us all of their numbers and addresses if you can. I mean, is that how the conversation goes? So another point of this is the requester agent gives the FBI a reason for the request and the length of time they want the suspect monitored for buying a gun, ranging from 30 to 180 days. That's 6 months. And if you're not clear on what this means that if you go into a shop and they're monitoring you, we're all monitored, but if they're monitoring you extra close, that means that if you go and put a background check in and try to buy a gun, within the next 6 months, you may get a house call. I'm telling y'all, get some cameras. So just to prove a point here, there was monitoring during the Chauvin trial. You know, Derek Chauvin, the dude who had his knee on George Floyd's neck. It says one of the documents from the FOIA shows an ATF agent requesting NICS monitoring for a man attempting to buy a shotgun in Minnesota 30 minutes after the guilty verdict for Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin. What basis are you doing this on? Are you just picking people out of hats? What if this dude was going bird hunting that day? What if this dude is a first-time firearm owner because of how bad crime was during the Chauvin verdict? Hey, I should probably arm myself. I may get killed. Somebody may try to rob my house. But instead, they're monitored by you guys for absolutely no reason. They're also able to see your finances. Yes. There is no legal limit on the number or monetary value of guns that can be bought. God bless America. Nevertheless, a black woman in Arizona was NICS flagged approved for being a possible straw purchaser because the agent reported her income for first quarter totals $1,948.67. The agent said, let's expedite considering her criminal history and considering 9mm are weapons of choice for the cartel. So you flagged her because she only makes $1,948 in a quarter? What if she eats ramen noodles every day? Saves all of her money for guns. Also, you saying that 9mm are the weapons of choice for the cartel is stupid. That's really dumb. Do you really think if a cartel member had the choice between an AK and a 9mm, they would choose a 9mm? This just shows how far removed from reality all of you ATF people are. It's just a BS excuse to monitor someone. The FBI ATF expansion of the NICS program to maintain records relating to firearm purchasers who have passed the background check is clearly contrary to the intent of the law. Couldn't have said it better myself. So once again, pull your heads out of your asses and stop abusing our rights. It's as simple as that.